Hey there, fashion bosses, how are you doing today? Right, it's such a delight bringing tutorials your way each time. So in today's class, we are going to be learning how to make this beautiful dress with a basque waistline. Okay, so it's a princess that's bustier. Okay, so you're going to be learning that. You're going to be learning how to make the structured petal sleeve. Okay, so it's going to be from the drafting to the curtain and then to the stitching. Okay, everything about this dress you're saying you're going to be learning how to make. Right, so if this is what you would want to learn how to make, the tutorial is extremely very detailed. Please watch to the end of the video, and whilst at it, do well to subscribe if this happens to be your first time on this channel. You're not here by mistake. Give a like, give a thumbs up, tap on the subscription button and tap on the bell so you get notified each time we drop video. And if you are a returning subscriber, we say thank you for always stopping by. So here are the fabrics we are going to be using for this tutorial. I call this organza damask. Okay, this is the fashion fabric, and then this is the lining, is a shiny face. I like using shiny face for, you know, projects like such as this organza damask and some of my lacing and all. So the first thing I would do is to divide my shoulders in by 2 and place it on my pattern paper. Next, I'll be taking my chest line. Okay, so your chest line also happens to be your armhole line. Please take note. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be marking out is my bust points. Okay, the bust points, the underburst, okay, points, the waist line points. Okay, and then from the waistline I'm going to be adding 7 inches to it to give us our basque. Okay, so I'm just trying to count 7 inches, you know, and then marking it out. So that 7 inches extra is for the bust, is for the basque in front. Okay, so I'll just connect my lines with a straight line. So the basque is going to be both in front and then at the back of the dress. So this is a tutorial you should watch. A lot of technicalities here and there, but extremely simplified. Okay, so I'm just connecting my marks with a straight line and then we'll continue. So at this point we are done connecting. Okay, we are done connecting. So on this back line I am going to be imputing my hip circumference, okay, on that basque line. So we are going to also be drafting the front panel and the back panel together. So I imputed my hip divided by 2, added my allowance together, my straight line, so I know where to start my back panel from. So I'm just bringing down the lines we have on the front panel, my chest line, my bust points, but the waistline is going to come up by 2 inches. The reason is because we are going to be doing a side bust that's of 2 inches, and as such our waistline will be shortened by 2 inches, and then we go ahead to add our 7 inches for the basque. So we'll just connect this with a straight line. Hope you understand what I just explained. The waistline for the front panel is 16.5 inches, right? The waistline for the front panel is 18 inches, pardon me, but for the back panel we made it 16 inches. So I'll just go ahead right now to cut out the back panel after getting my lines. The reason I made it 16 inches is because we are going to be taking a side bust that's of 2 inches. These are technicalities you must know to prevent some bulges, you know, around your back panel, the back of your dresses. You must know these technicalities. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead right now to impute my armhole line. Okay, and I've just connected my armhole line. Okay, all right, so the next thing I'll be doing is to take my neck line circumference, the width. So I use a 3.5 for the width, and for the depth depth, I use 9.5, I use 9 inches, but I'm going to go ahead and use the entire chest line, because the client said she really wants it to be very deep. So I use the entire 9.5 inches we have, as our chest line. You get your chest line by dividing your bust into 6 plus 1.5 inches. So I take my shoulder slope of 1 inch. Okay, so this, at this point, I was reconnecting my front neck circumference. As you can see, I use the entire chest line. Okay, the client wants it to be really deep, so I divide my armhole line by 2. Okay, and then I came down by 1 inches after I got the midpoint. All right, and then I'm going to be doing my armhole curve. As you can see, once we were done doing that, I am going to be doing my labeling. So at this point, I was doing my labeling for easy so we don't get to make mistakes on the line. So right about now, I'm going to go ahead to place my bust span measurement divided by 2. So if your bust span is 8 inches, you divide it by 2 and then add a 0.5 inch to it to make it a 4.5 inches. So once I was done with this, I'm just going to go ahead to connect my marks together to give me my dart leg. So at this point, I'm going to come to the under bust. Okay, I'm going to be doing a 1.5 here and a 0.5 here. Okay, for my bust contouring. Okay, and then I'm also going to bring whatever I did there down here, on the basque line. Okay, and then I'm going to be contouring my bust. So guys, what I'm doing in this tutorial is not new, because I've taught this over and over and over and over and over here on this channel. We have different tutorials on how to do what I'm doing right now. I'm just emphasizing for the benefit of those who are probably watching for the first time. Okay, so I'm just doing my bustier connections and all. Okay, so if you've watched this video to this point, please go ahead to give a thumbs up, give a like. Okay, share this video so other people can see and learn. Okay, so guys, I am going to be deducting contouring my armhole. Okay, I'm going to be contouring it with a 0.7 inch, but I did my connection first. After doing my connection, I'm going to be contouring my armhole with a 0.75 inch on both sides. Okay, I'm going to be tightening my armhole and I'm going to be extending that line up by 1.5 inches to prevent us from having a shortage of fabric when we are joining. Okay, so at this point, I think I have forgotten to contour my armhole, but I'm going to correct it afterward. So right about now, I am going to go ahead to impute my circumferences, my horizontal measurements, my bust divided by 4, my under bust divided by 4, my waist divided by 4. Right, that is what we are doing right now. That's what I'm doing right now. And once I'm doing the division, I am also going ahead to add my seam allowance of 2 inches. So as you can see, I have my calculator. I'm just dividing my horizontals by 4 and then going ahead to add 2 inches seam allowance. Okay, so on this basque line, I am going to be doing my hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. That's what I did on the basque line. So once I was done imputing my horizontal measurements, okay, I am going ahead right now to nicely connect my my marks together. Okay, as you can see. Have you subscribed? Have you followed? Have you liked? Have you shared? Give a thumbs up and let me know what you benefited from this video. Just type in the comment section, this is what I benefited from today's tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, we've done all are connecting very well. So on the waistline, I'm going to be coming down by 2 inches, right? I came down by 2 inches because the gathers did not exactly start from the waistline, so I came down by 2 inches, and then I will nicely connect it into the front to give us the basque. Okay, so this is how to get your basque, one way of getting your basque actually. So I come to my bust and I came down by 2 inches to get my side bust darts. Okay, so this is how to get your side bust darts, guys. We are going to close it up when cutting this pattern. Okay, so right about now we are done drafting the front bodies, and as you can see, I am cutting it out already. So let me know what you've learned in today's tutorial. What have you learned? Drop it in the comment section. All right, so you see that I forgot to tighten my armhole. I am going to correct that. You see how beautiful this is looking? Please give a thumbs up, give a like, let us know if we are serving you well. So at the point I want to close my side bust darts. Okay, I slash on that line, I apply my glue, and then I'm going to close it up. So this is how to close up your side bust darts, right? If you don't want to close it up, you don't want to close it up on fabric, on your pattern, you can sew it up, you know, on your fabric directly. So this is what we have. The front panel is ready. We are going to go right about now to drafting the back panel. You see how beautiful it is looking? So we already have the back panel line marked out already. I'm just labeling it. So I impute my shoulder, just the same thing we did in the front panel. Basic bodies basically. Okay, the difference is that it's not going to be contoured. The bunda bust is not going to be contoured because there is no bust on the back. So I am marking out my zippers line, allowance of 2 inches. So once I was done with this, I'm going to go ahead to impute my shoulder divided by 2, and then bring it down to get my armhole line. I connect it with a curve to get my armhole curve, and then I do my neck width of 3.5 inches just like we did for the front bodies. and then I do my shoulder slope of 1 inch, connecting it to the neckline, and then I do a 2 inches for the neck depth of the back panel, and then I nicely connect it with a curve. I'm going to be imputing my bust span measurements of 4.5 inches, and then I'm going to connect it with a straight line. So the back is not going to have any form of darts, you know, it's just, but it's, we have that princess darts line, that is our darts, okay, but we are not deducting anything. So I nicely connect it to give us the princess the princess darts kind of line, okay, and then I curve my armhole. So I'm going to go ahead right now to impute my hip divided by 4 on the basque area, my waist divided by 4, bust divided by 4, and then I'll nicely connect it as you can see me do. So we are almost done with this pattern. I come to the waist and I come down by 2 inches just like we did for the front bodies, and then I'm going to nicely connect it with a slant into the zipper line like this, into the zipper line, not the zipper allowance, okay, as you can see. So I am going to be snatching my waist at the back, okay, to prevent bulge, right? I came to the waistline, and then I deducted 0.75, okay, to prevent bulge, and then I replace my 0.75 so we don't run in short of fabric. Right, just like this, and then I extend my back line to get to the new 0.75 we just added. So guys, we are done with the back bodies. We're going ahead right now to cut it, and then we transfer it into our fabric. Hope you are learning. So at this point we are done cutting, and this is what we have. So we are going to be transferring all of the patterns into our fabric. These are the patterns for the front bodies and for the back bodies, right? I will transfer into the pattern. I will infuse my fusibles and pad my bust a little. I've taught all of this here on the channel. I was showing you to see that the sides of the front and that of the back is equal, because we've closed our side bust darts, and as such everything is equal. I believe you like what you are seeing. Give a like, give a thumbs up, give a share, say something. So right about now I am done cutting these patterns on my fabric. As you can see, we are going to start the stitching process. So you can see I have infused my fusibles. We are going to start stitching. So this is how I usually laminate my fabric to my lining. And not just this kind of fabric. For instance, you're working with a lace fabric, this is also how I laminate it. Okay, instead of stitching, sometimes it doesn't come out well. One will be longer than one, and before you know, you are in short of the fabric and measurements you have cut out. And also I just do this laminating just gives me, you know, what I want. So I am done laminating. I'm going to start stitching. You start stitching from the bottom to the top like this. I do the same to the other side. So at this point we are done stitching. This is what we have. Right, that's the burst area. As you can see, it's looking so well, so well. This is the inside. I've also gone ahead to use my fabric to turn it, guys. These things are no longer difficult because I have threads. So this is the back bodies. I have used my lining to turn the back bodies together. This is the zipper. So right about now we are going to be attaching the bottom part, which happens to be the gathers. Okay, I didn't show this process because I know it's something you already know how to do. So I'm going to be joining my shoulders, okay, using one to turn the other for neat finishing. So I join my shoulders. So once we are done joining the shoulders, so I use one of the shoulder to turn the other shoulder for neat finishing. As you can see, everything is looking equal and nice, right? The back panel and the front panel, no discrepancies. No one is longer, no one is shorter. Okay, so we're going to go ahead right now to pin down and then shaping it. So you just reconfirm your measurements and then you sew. So this is the back bodies. I'm opening it up once I was done joining it together. So we're going to be bringing in the fabric for the gathered piece. So you know it's a dress. I deducted, you know, the half length, which is this one we are working with, from the entire length, and what is left is what we are using as gathers. So I measure the circumference of what I have as the waistline right now. Okay, and then I am going to be timesing whatever I have by 2.5 or 3 inches. This is subject to how much fabric you have and how full and you want it to be. So that's what I've done. I've pulled my gathers, you know. Right about now I am going to be bringing it and attaching it to the upper bodies. So once we are done with this, you go ahead to fix your zippers. Okay, and we are done with this tutorial. So I'm not going to be showing how we made the sleeve here because I've already shown how we made the sleeve. I've already dropped the video to how we made this very sleeve on this dress, the same fabric and all. Okay, the tutorial video is here on this channel. I've already dropped it before this very one you are watching. So check the channel, you will see how to make a petal sleeve. It's there, you will see that it's the same fabric and all. I dropped it first. Okay, so there is no point adding that to this, otherwise the video will be excessively long. So I go ahead to attach my gathers, as you can see. So once we are done attaching the gathers, you go ahead to fix your sleeve, fix your zippers, give it a very good ironing, and you are done. So this is the dress when it was ready. Isn't it beautiful? This is the sleeve. The tutorial is on this channel. Do well to avail yourself. It's called a petal sleeve. How to make a tulip sleeve or a petal sleeve. It's here. Alright, so thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Do not go without liking, sharing, and give a thumbs up. I'm going to be seeing you guys in the next video. You can do well to suggest a style that you would want us to make a tutorial video on, and I'm going to see you guys in the next tutorial video. We have a tailoring WhatsApp group. If you're interested in joining the tailoring WhatsApp group, we have over 300 people in that group, that share sewing ideas. You can send me a DM for me to add you to that group. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, and see you guys. Bye bye.